Iran! 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 Iran!
War on Iran! No war on Iran!
U.S. CIA, hands off Iran! How do you fix that deficit? And the war is taxed.
The 1% profits from war, and their goal is control of oil and resources. We must not allow another war. We, the people, have the power to stop it. We demand no war, no sanctions, no assassinations, no intervention.
Behind these wars is a system of militarism, imperialism, corporate greed that is going to maybe produce this war, but will continue to produce one war after another that we have to protest against. And if we don't succeed in changing that, it's our children and our grandchildren that are going to be facing a world of permanent war and diminished opportunities, and maybe on a planet that's dying.
The war against the Iranian people has been going on for many, many years, and you can feel it there. There's a sense of doom. There's a sense that nothing can be done. There's a sense that things keep getting worse. Inflation keeps getting worse. Everything keeps getting worse. Pressure keeps growing, and no one's doing anything. Israel every week is saying we need to bomb Iran. If not this week, next week. If not this month, next month. And the U.S. says, why is Iran being so belligerent? And yet every week Israel is saying we're going to bomb you. And U.S. drones are flying over Iran. And when Iran shoots them down, Iran is a terrorist for shooting down an American drone on top of their country.
It's another imperialist intervention. It's another excuse to kill people abroad and to make a lot of money for a lot of corporations and acquire oil resources. It's extremely dangerous right now. Going to war against a country of 80 million people, we should be extremely suspicious and reject any sort of intervention in Iran whatsoever. We have made war. I think there have been assassinations of Iranian scientists. Their American drones are over Iran right now. I think it's been many, many years of sanctions on civilian populations. I mean, I, as an Iranian, I can't send money to my grandmother if she gets sick because of the sanctions on Iran. So for me, there's been many, many years of war against the people. It's just now we're seeing the build-up to an actual invasion in Iraq, in the style of Iraq. Iran is a signatory to the NPT treaty, to the Non-Proliferation Treaty, and has abided by every regulation. Every single report that's come out in the last few years has said that Iran is abiding by the regulations. I think it's very clear that it's the U.S. and Israel that are the belligerent parties in all of this.
What does this have to do with the Occupy movement?
The war on Iran is a way to distract us from the issues that we've been bringing up for many months. The kinds of issues we've been talking about: healthcare, other forms of social welfare, education, public transit. All of these, the government budget doesn't act, in isolation, each section from the other. If we have more spending on military, if we have more spending on drones, if we have more spending on an invasion, we won't be spending that money on education or all kinds of social services.
Every bomb that falls in the Middle East it explodes in Newark, in Detroit, in Boston. They're cutting our schools, they're cutting our jobs. The 1%, they got the money. It's the money they stole from our labor. Right now it's going to the banks and it's going to the wars. Yep. We got to be a part of building a movement to take it back. This is the 1% war.
We need more occupations in this country before we can even begin to discuss an occupation of any other place.
The better way is for the people to occupy everything. Occupy for people's power. Occupy for women's rights. Occupy for LGBT rights.
Do you hear the drums? Do you hear the drums?
Drumbeat for war.
Do you hear that drum? It's the same people who are beating that drum. Who are those people?
The war makers.
The 1%. Who is supporting Iran? You got China, you got the Soviet Union, Russia. We're trampling on some pretty delicate territory right here, and we may end up in some big, big trouble. And, and we need to stop this, and we need to stop it now.